Hey, what's up guys? So I was checking out what players, top rated players are playing at the moment, and everyone on Dueling Network is playing the Mermails, the mono Mermail build that Jeff Jones and Billy Brake were playing over at the last YCS. So be expected to play against this deck because I was just checking out what people are playing 6 times in a row, all Mermails. Well, one player might have been playing something else, but, there were 6 Mermails in a row. So this deck is super popular right now, and you have to be ready to play against it. And there are a few decks that can kind of counter it, but there's one deck that hard counters this deck super hard, because with the lack of Undyne, when you make Ophion, so my suggestion to you guys, if you guys want to rank up right now on Dueling Network, a super good meta call right now against people on Dueling Network is to play the EvilSwarms, because you get out Ophion first turn. They have very, very limited things that they can do. What it comes down to is if they are net decking card for card what Billy Brake was playing, which I assume people will be because the deck profile was uploaded on All 3 Reality Games. This is also the deck card for card, but a lot of players are net decking at card for card, so you can have a really good matchup if you just get out Ophion, because the very limited outs that you can have is something like Dark Hole, and whenever Ophion gets summoned, it always gets to add an Infestation Pandemic card. So the outs to, this card would be something like Zenmains. They'd have to go Abyss Sphere into Abyss Linde, and then because, Fiber Hire can't be special summon, that means they can't special this, they can't special this, they can't even special the 2700 one. But yeah, they have very limited things, because that means no Synchros, no Abyss Gaios, no Big Eye. They can't do anything. All they can really do as far as the extra deck, they can go for maybe a Zenmains and just put Zenmains in defense mode, and then hope that you'll attack into it. And by that time, you've already allowed the EvilSwarm player to set up so much stuff that they can just be like, oh, I don't even care, I'm just going to game you. Because, protecting Ophion is, key. And, if you protect Ophion, which he kind of does by himself, because he already gets to add something so he's unaffected by spell and trap. So that, eliminates the Dark Hole. So what they can do is they can go for Spike. Where's Spike? So they can go for Spike, and they can discard Heavy Infantry. But other than that, there's very limited things that they can do. They can go Dragoons, attack, damage step, activate Lance, then you'll activate, this. Obviously, when they declare their attack, you cannot activate this, during the damage step, but you can definitely just activate this, because there's no reason why they would just attack into you. But, it'll get rid of your Pandemic, but hey, at least you still have an Ophion. You got rid of one of their possible outs, because like I said, there's very limited outs for this deck, because Undyne is not there. Because Undyne, just quick summon Undyne, you just send this to the graveyard and you can go pop a card, face up card. And without the triple Undyne, usually they were playing double Heavy Infantry. I believe that was the number of people were usually playing. And that Billy was only playing 1, and people will be net decking card for card, like I mentioned earlier. So I mean, that's kind of their easy out, and there's no salvage in Billy's build. So they have 1 Heavy Infantry, and if they already they use it early on, it can be a very, very unfavorable matchup, because they can't Abyss Squall into anything other than maybe Zenmains, like I mentioned earlier. It's just a very tough matchup for the Mermail player. So play EvilSwarms and get rated really high right now, because that's going to be the best meta call, because honestly the deck is really popular right now, and I know people are like, how do you beat this deck? Honestly, there's lots of things that can beat this deck. Macro would be a good card, but to completely shut them down, because they do main deck triple MSC, so they can get rid of Macro, but if you summon this card, they are really in a bad position, because they can't do much. You've really stopped almost half their deck, because they can't even use anything. They can't use anything, like I mentioned. But it's a pretty strong deck, and it's really fast, and some decks just can't deal with it. But going for an EvilSwarm deck right now, very good meta call. So I'm just letting you guys know, very good meta call. If you guys want to rank up right now, play some EvilSwarms, get out that first turn Ophion, and wreck those Mermails, because it's a popular deck right now. But anyways, thanks for watching. Asian Eyes signing out.